at the peak of the Rockers and even early '90s, like Marty had potential to be a main event talent.
I
And
mean, yeah, I thought they were both great. I mean, once again, we looked at them as the same. Like both of these guys are cool as hell. Like we dig both of these guys, and we want to be a tag team like these guys. Like we
yeah,
didn't see one as a standout, but I thought Marty was awesome. I thought Shawn was awesome, and it's just when Shawn broke out and then Marty kind of faded away, that's when things changed so much.
and that's exactly probably one of the more famous moments here ever in pro wrestling history. And it's December 2nd, 1991. It airs January 11th, 92 on Wrestling Challenge. Brutus the Barber Beefcake is doing his barbershop talk segment. There's been some dissension between Shawn Michaels and Marty Jannetty. Shawn teases that everything's good, and then he super kicks him and throws him through a glass window on the set. And this really elevates Shawn into the Heartbreak Kid moniker. It's one of the more famous heel turns ever in wrestling. I'm sure as a kid you had to have been all in on this. What do you remember about that famous segment?
All in on it. And one of the craziest things, you just reading those dates out, they taped it 5 weeks out, over
Yeah,
5 weeks out before the air date, which is crazy. Can you imagine that happening today? No, of
right,
course not. It's just
right.
sounds so crazy. Yes, it was a big deal because we loved the Rockers together, and we were upset when this, like, oh my God, they're not going to be together anymore. They're not going to be a team. They're not going to get a proper WWE tag team title run, because Jeff and I really wanted that for them. We wanted to see them become the WWE WWF tag team champions at the time, and have a hell of a run, because we thought they truly deserved it and earned it. So whenever they split up, we were upset, especially as fans. Were like, man, they should keep them together as a team. Like, why are they doing this? Why are they doing this?
And it's just so visceral. It's a huge moment that people still refer to all the time
Yeah.
as one of the top heel turns ever in pro wrestling history. Was your jaw dropped when you saw it happen?
It was cool because it was so different. It was unlike anything else that had really happened in the past. And it was fascinating. It was memorable, and it's indelible in many ways, just because the whole thing of, like, now I'm getting rid of Marty Jannetty and he's kind of throwing him out the window, now that it's just going to be him in the room. He's going forward with a solo career, and the way it was set up with the, Bruce the Barber Beefcake and the barbershop. Yeah, it truly was one of the more memorable things. And I think the thing that made it stand out so much is that there'd never been anything like that before. You've never seen someone thrown through a glass window, especially a tag team, and you're hoping they're going to get together. And then it's like, oh my God, big swerve, and then this happens. And it was just done in a way that it was so, so memorable. And it's crazy because now you look at 2024, like, everything's been done. It is hard
Yeah,
to get those memorable moments
yeah.
like that, but it was so, they were so rare back in those days. You know what I mean?